breakout room numbers on your name, or if you don't know your breakout room numbers yet, you better. I suggest you ask the friend who invited you tonight. Yeah, I'm having a lot of messages in my chat box right now. Good evening to Jem from Pasay. He is an HR practitioner and events host. Jarvis is from Parañaque. Stenil is welcoming Leonida Tulit from Cavite. Helen Fuerzas is teacher from Davao City. Wow. Good evening, everyone. Titus Manuel is an IT and data privacy practitioner from Quezon City. And we have Juan from Vietnam. Oh, better speak English pa pala. CSR musician from Cebu City. That's Ronald Gray Salvo. Mercedes is from Cebu, a cooperative consultant. Lerma Sablan is accountant from Las Piñas. Paul and Lucy from Cainta. Donnie from Bacolod. Wow, and a lot more, a lot more. Now, without further ado, I don't want to take much time for our speaker tonight. Let me give you a little bit of her background. She used to be a traditional business owner, owning a series of franchise stores across SM and Ayala malls. She transitioned then to an e-commerce project and now enjoying the results of both time and money, the rewards. Well, I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I'm privileged to introduce her to you tonight, no? But let me ask you a question first before that. How often do you hear from someone who's already successful sharing to you information and strategies on how to become successful yourself? That seldom happens. And for tonight, I want to introduce to you our speaker, the co-founder of CCG Philippines, Miss Olivia Fernandez Bernabe.
Good evening to everybody. And first of all, I'd like to congratulate you for being on the webinar tonight because time is valuable and you've decided to invest it to learn something different tonight. And so welcome. That perhaps shows that you're ambitious, you're teachable. I'd also like to say that I will be speaking strictly in English tonight, although pwede naman tayo mag-Tagalog, no? Taglish. And the reason is this is a no borders meeting, and we do have guests in the webinar from different parts of the world. So we'll stick to English tonight. You might be wondering what syzygy is about. Syzygy is an astronomical term. It actually is an event when three heavenly bodies align and something unique happens. That's called the syzygy. That's the name of our company. Our company actually searches for, identifies, and empowers individuals in personal entrepreneurship. So the person who invited you tonight for the webinar thought that perhaps there might be a fit for you, but tonight is just information, and you don't know if you want to work with us. We don't know if we can work with you, but we're happy you're here. So we're going to talk about an industry that is 61 years old. It's global and has been evolving for, as I said, 6+ decades, and has been in a process of change. Imagine how things can change in 5 years, and this is like 61 years. So I can't tell you the whole story in the limited time that I have, but I will give you an overview, and there will be an opportunity for you to research more and ask questions from the person who invited you tonight. So this event is called No Borders Project. It's a business, actually, and I got involved and I saw this business model in 1996 for the very first time. So that makes me about 24 years in the industry today. And quite frankly, I am more excited today than when I started. And you're going to realize why. You might be wondering, because most people in careers after 10 years, they're not more excited than when they started, right? And if you work for a job, then you're not, maybe you're worried, or you have a business and you're anxious because of what's happening around us today. We have a pandemic, and we know that jobs have been lost, and incomes have been cut down, if not completely lost. So we're going to talk about this time, which is actually a time of crisis, or is it a time of opportunity? Well, that depends. The Chinese character for crisis has actually two words. It means danger and opportunity. And so tonight, we're going to talk about looking at this pandemic situation as a, not as a crisis, but as a perfect opportunity to move forward in life and create amazing things. Remember, I'm speaking from 24 years of experience, and my industry is 61 years old. So I'm not starting, I'm not guessing, and I'm not hoping. Okay, we know exactly what's going on. We know what we're doing, but I have to tell you this: I'm also not exceptional. I'm not brilliant. I'm just a regular person, but I'm very, very teachable. I love to learn new things, and I have very strong desire always to be the best that I can be, to do more, be more, see more, travel more, and experience life more. So, what are your goals? Well, in the next year, 2021, 12 months from now, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, we're all going to be 10 years older. So, what do you see yourself doing? What kind of home would you own? What kind of vacations would you be taking? Where would your children be going to school? What kind of charity would you support, perhaps? What kind of quality time will you have available for the people that really matter for you in life? I don't know, but talk about your goals, talk about the next years to come, jumping forward from this situation, this very challenging time that we see ourselves in right now. Tonight, we're going to talk about asset income. This is income which is developed from an asset. It's passive, okay? It's either you own property rental, you wrote a book, you have royalty, or you have money in the bank and you're just collecting and living on interest. That's called asset income. Very few people have asset income. There is a more popular kind of income. It's called active income, and 90% of the world is there. That's from being employed or being self-employed as a executive, as a lawyer, as a doctor. You trade time for money. Asset income is different. You actually generate an income from your assets, and assets are defined by best-selling author Robert Kiyosaki as anything that puts money in your pocket, whether you work or you don't work. Secondly, we're going to talk about the trend of remote working. As you know, pretty much everyone is partying, communicating, having a reunion, and working from home. I mean, the past almost 7 months has been an amazing change. And it has been a time for us to grow and learn and do new things. And this is a trend that has really emerged. Agile, we're going to talk, this trend is, our project is agile. We make decisions fast. We are able to cope to change fast. We're very, very adjustable and no red tape. Unaffected by crisis, as you will see, our program has become immune to this challenging world we have right now. In fact, I might even say this early, that we are not just unaffected, but we've actually increased our business during this pandemic time. We're going to talk about those trends tonight. And we're first going to look at the Philippines, our wonderful country with 7,100 islands, depending on high tide or low tide. And let's look at some of the challenges in doing business in the Philippines. Number one, we're an archipelago. We're just so scattered around, and we need to be able to reach the whole market, the whole Philippines. You know, if you want whatever business, you have to thrive. Another challenge, of course, is very obvious in Manila, and that's the traffic. Filipinos waste 3, 4 hours a day in traffic. Well, during the pandemic, that has gone down, but I understand that traffic is building up again in Metro Manila. Traffic's getting back to normal. And this is such a waste of time because our time is so valuable. We all have 24 hours a day. And if we waste it in jams, imagine the productivity that is lost. So those are some of the challenges that we face. Well, dear friends, I think you will all agree the game changer is technology, the internet. It has suddenly made the world so small. It has put the whole world in the palm of your hands in a cell phone. It has actually made it easier for us to talk to friends, and instead of traveling to different parts of the Philippines or different parts of the world or going through traffic, now everything is available through a link, a Zoom event, or whatever. And that is a game changer. So we'll look at that. We're looking at an opportunity that involves the whole Philippines and actually involves the whole world. You're not looking at one market here tonight. There are no borders to our project, and anyone in the world can actually be listening and learning about this global project, except, of course, for time zones. But given that, take it out of the way, anyone is welcome to attend because this is a search and we're trying to identify the people who are looking for us. We're looking for the people who are looking for us. Now, let's look at the old business model. Tonight, we're going to use and talk about something called Anyway Money. Anyway Money is money that you spend every day. Okay? It's a little pot of gold. And we usually go to the mall and bring our little pot of gold. So it becomes the gold mine of the mall. We're actually giving away our wealth to the mall. That's where their wealth comes from. But anyway, money is anyway money. I mean, we need to spend it anyway. It's basic consumables. And so you will agree that during this pandemic, anyway money, it has not been affected at all. That's why the supermarkets are open. So here's the question, dear guys, dear friends. What if you could convert it from an expense into an asset? What if you could make money out of your anyway money? Let's look at that. Like what I said, who is making the money from your shopping? Well, I can name in my 5 fingers or 10 fingers the big institutions in the Philippines that actually create their wealth from your anyway money. We're going to talk about the concept of what if you could be a professional consumer, that you could consume, which is what everybody does. We're consumers from the day we're born until the day we die, but you could also produce an income at the same time. So you are a producer of an income and you are also a consumer, and we call that a prosumer. So in traditional business, which is the old model, you have a manufacturer, you have a wholesaler, you have a retailer, and you have the vast public out there that go to the retail store. Now, let me tell you something. When you go to a store and you buy a pen for 10 pesos, can you see my pen? Actually, this is only worth 4 pesos. About 60% of what you pay for go to the wholesalers and retailers. Actually, they didn't do anything to increase the value of this pen. Not more ink, not better pen. It's the same pen. What they did was just, transfer hands, and they make 60%. Not to mention that there's the cost of advertising right there in the middle, which goes to the cost of the pen, or the cost to market it and to advertise. That's all part of the 60%. So you're wondering, then why can't I just go straight to the manufacturer and buy a pen? That's not going to happen, because manufacturers only talk to people who buy the pen by the truckload. And so they buy low. So that's the law of business. Volume dictates price. You buy in volume, you pay low. You buy in one piece, or what we call in Philippines, tingi, one piece, then you pay high. In 1959, two very enterprising men in America created an experiment. But this experiment actually I would call is a disruption. Instead of the manufacturer going through wholesalers and retailers and the general public, the new experiment actually connected manufacturers to an association of independent business owners, of which I am a part of. I don't own it, I'm a part of that association. And we connect manufacturers directly to the consuming public, which is a huge, huge, unbelievable global market. And we make the money that middlemen make. So the wholesaler and the retailer income go to us. And we do this being consumers ourselves. So we are direct consumers. We don't buy from a wholesaler or retailer. We buy directly from the manufacturer. We also connect the buying public, and we do this by using digital commerce. We're using the internet 24/7, 100 plus markets and countries and territories all over the world without failure for 61 years. Well, it all started in the US, and then, the market started to expand, and there's absolutely no borders. So let's look at that concept. What do we do? Well, everything's online, and you get a membership online, and you're able to switch. Instead of buying from the retail store for stuff you're going to use anyway, you can switch and buy from your own business online. Delivery is free for 1,000 pesos, and there's a 100-day money-back guarantee. That's unbelievable, because even if you use what you bought a bottle of shampoo, you didn't like it, you can return. In the US, it's 6 months money-back guarantee, even if you used it. Amazing. There's no such retail establishment that can do that. So you switch. You just change your point of purchase, and you start to create some volume for this business model. The next thing you want to do is to share. You can actually share to other people about the stuff you're buying. They can order from you, and you can create some little bit of retail profit, or some kind of and more volume bonuses for people who want to buy the stuff you're buying. Okay. And the third thing we do is we duplicate. We find people who also want to refer this to other people and are willing to switch, they're willing to share, and they're also willing to find friends and other associates who want to duplicate. This is simple, but the real volume of this, the creation of real wealth comes from the duplicating part. It doesn't come from just changing your point of purchase. It doesn't come by maybe selling stuff to people, although you can make money doing that. It comes when you study more how this duplication process develops. So every time you buy a product, you generate points. This is not uncommon. I go to Mercury, points. You go to National Bookstore, points. You go to SM, points. You ride PAL, points. So a lot of businesses today give their customers points, and it's the same here. The only difference is that well, 1 point equals 50 pesos worth of shopping. And there are two kinds of points. There are points that you generate, and there are points that are generated by people that you refer, and people that they refer forever. How does that work? Well, let's say you're flying PAL and you actually get some points for taking a trip to Cebu. And you referred your friends. Well, I don't know if there are a lot of flights now, but it's just an example. You refer your friends to PAL because you enjoyed your flight and you told them, hey, you know what? There's a point system. It's exciting. You can get free PAL tickets back. And your friends actually ride PAL. They get points too, but you also get credit for their points. And on and on and on as people refer. And so our program will teach you how to actually, in a span of about 6 to 12 months, following a system and with applying good work ethic and a teachable spirit, because we have a system to do this. So we can teach you this. The goal is to get you to 21%. It's a few months, maybe a year. It depends on your learning curve. It depends on how hungry you are. And you might say, whoa, 10,000 points at 50. That's a $500,000 a month worth of volume. Well, some of you are Chinese merchants. How do they create wealth? Small amounts, people doing a little, a lot of people doing a little. Not a few people doing a lot. So you can create that. That's like owning a store online, and people are coming to the website. You buy, people you refer buy. You get a profit share from the website business. If you reach 10,000 points, it's a 21% rebate. And based on the recent figures we got from our corporate partner, the average income of the Philippines of someone who reaches 21%, I think I missed that. Let me just check if it's here. Oh, it's not. Later. Okay, we changed it a bit. So you'll see the average income, suspense, switch. There you go. Instead of buying on the right side of the street, buy on the left, order online. You can order on your phone. You create some volume, share. Maybe some people want to buy from you. Maybe some people want to get a membership. Let's say SNR has a membership and they just want to shop. But some people want to duplicate and refer other people. And that creates volume. There you go. The average person who reached 21%, our recent figure, made an income of an additional 909,938 pesos a year. Now, these are averages, average incomes. It's not large, it's not small. It is real. These are authenticated figures. Now, I don't know what you think of this. Maybe someone can be full-time at home, a mom. Maybe it's a salary of a junior executive, or I have not been part of a corporate life for the past 30 plus years. So I don't know what incomes are out there working for a job. No offense. By the way, I worked for television for about 6 years. So now you're 21%. Well, this could also be a second income. You know what they say today, after this pandemic, we need to realize we need 7 different income streams, not just one. How many have you got? So now you're 21%. There's no more 23. There's no more 26. Only up to 21%. The only way you can make more money is to help 3 other friends go 21%. So this concept of helping others is very, very rare in business. I think you will agree. If I own a successful business, why in the world would I teach you my secrets? You're going to duplicate me, copy me, and compete with me. And so my secrets in traditional business and the MC actually mentioned I used to be in the fast food business. I used to own a franchise of desserts, and I'd never tell you my secrets, my suppliers, and my recipes. But here, the only way you can make more money is to teach everybody or people who are ambitious how you got to 21%. Okay? And the average income of somebody who did that was the latest figures we have was 4.435 something million a year. Now, I don't know if this is a big amount for you or a small amount, but it's pretty substantial. Would you agree? And this is the part where you can actually retire. Okay? You can retire and not get involved because it's like you already established a very stable store. Stores can get stable and secure, and the owner doesn't have to go there every day. And that's where the asset income starts to kick in. Here's a video so you can appreciate more what I just showed you.
If time and money were unlimited, what would you want in life? I mean, what would you really want? We all want the freedom to design our own life, to be in control of our time, and have security now and in the future. We want to make an impact, and we want what we do to matter. For most of us, though, to get the thing we really want, we have to have more time and more money. So we look for ways to make more money. Today's economy is changing, and it seems like there are unlimited opportunities for side hustles. You can drive, host parties, fix it up, or blog your way to extra money. But there are far fewer opportunities for ownership, for creating something lasting, for opportunities to get you what you really want. The problem is, you have to invest your time to make more money, or you have to invest your money to get more time, leaving you with either less time or less money, and no closer to getting the thing you really want. If you knew you could have the thing you want, the thing you really want, would it be worth investing a small amount of time and money to make it happen? The answer is probably yes. If I knew I could have the thing I really want, I would invest a little bit of time and money. Who wouldn't? But is it really possible? This opportunity allows you to own your own asset-based business that you develop on your own time at your own pace with the support of a coach and access to education to help you succeed. You don't have to settle for the status quo. You can design the future you really want. The opportunity is simple, it's unique, and it might just be for you. As you most likely know, a typical supply chain works like this. Suppliers sell raw materials to manufacturers to create goods that are then sold to distributors who retail those goods to the end customer. As goods move through the supply chain, there are added costs for marketing, staffing, distribution, and we all know that free shipping isn't really free. This opportunity simply changes up the supply chain, linking you directly to the supplier and the manufacturer. The money usually spent here is delivered to you in the form of savings and bonuses. No inventory, no minimums, no limits on your earning potential. You are likely familiar with the brands and services available: Nike, Apple, Starbucks, Home Depot, to name a few. You also have access to exclusive products that are among some of the top-selling beauty and wellness products available online, including the world's #1 selling vitamins and dietary supplements brand, and the world's #1 selling protein supplement brand. The exclusive products fuel the opportunity, products that benefit you and your family. But this opportunity is more than just a change in the supply chain. There are 3 ways you can make money. First, you can buy things from yourself and receive discounts and bonuses. Second, you can sell exclusive products to retail clients. And third, you can refer others to do both of those things. There's no inventory, no minimums, and no limits. Everything you buy through your business has a point value, and points accumulate at the end of each month. More points that move through your business, the bigger your return. Points are earned through the products you buy each month. products you are already using every day. As you specialize and develop clients, points generated from retailing also add to your monthly points. And additionally, points used and sold to the people you connect to the opportunity will add to your monthly point total as well. At the end of each month, the points convert to cash. What could you do with an extra $250, $800, or $2,500 a month? Would it bring you closer to the thing you really want? This opportunity is fueled by a company that has been around for 60 years, operates in over 100 countries and territories, owns over 800 patents, and has over $8 billion in global sales. Amway has all this and more. And for over 30 years, Network 21 has partnered with Amway business owners to provide optional education for entrepreneurs who are looking for additional training with a community of people who are looking for more. So, do you want to get paid for purchases you are already making? Do you want to join a community invested in your success? Do you want to take a step toward the thing you really want?
So that makes it a little bit clearer with this 5-minute video. So let's move on. Our first partner, as you heard, is the Amway Corporation. And I actually, when I saw this in 1997, I actually went to the world headquarters in Amway in Michigan to look and see what is his company, because that's how I do my research. It's not that because I just want to travel or enjoy and waste money, but it was important because this is my future. This is the company I'm going to partner with for the rest of my life. And my children, my son, and on and on and on generations, because the business is a willable asset, just like property. And I saw 70 plus interconnected buildings, state-of-the-art manufacturing, and I was just blown away. But more than all that industrial infrastructure, the warehousing, the product research, the scientists, the farms, the computer systems, the legal systems, the more important thing that struck me were the values of Amway. And I've never seen a company like that before, that actually their product is not what you think is a product, a tangible product. Their real product is an opportunity for an ordinary person to create an extraordinary lifestyle. And for me, that was very significant. That was the purpose I found, was to go back to the Philippines and be able to share with Filipinos an opportunity where an ordinary Filipino can live an extraordinary life. Because, my dear friends, look at the country today, look at the world today, that is not possible. Who lives an extraordinary life? You need to be somebody, you need to be wealthy. And even those who have money have now to dig deep into their pockets and their savings because of what has happened. The second partner is Network 21, and this was a difference maker for me. It is an educational company. It is a leadership development company. For me, it was a way for me to grow to my fullest potential. I wanted to learn more, read more, and be challenged more. I like to do challenging things. And Network 21 is a step-by-step system for creating profitable Amway results. So they partner exclusively with Amway, and they provide like a blueprint, and we just follow that. Okay. And Syzygy, the third company, is actually our company. We are a group of leaders and entrepreneurs. We're all independent from each other, but we all belong to the Syzygy family, US and here. Syzygy started in the US, and here in the Philippines. And we provide personal guidance, one-on-one mentoring, and giving you advice, holding you by the hand, and even complimenting you, trying to help you with your weaknesses, compensating for your weaknesses. So I talked earlier about syzygy. When three heavenly bodies align, there you go. Amway, Network 21, and syzygy. And actually there's a fourth partner, and that's you. Let's look at Amway. So these are some of the exclusive products. I'm not going through every detail, but we're into the health and wellness industry. Half of the volume is actually from Nutrilite, which is the #1 vitamin food supplement on the planet. It's the only company that grows, harvests, and concentrates plant from its 100% certified organic farms. That's what we take, double X. That is the gold standard for supplementation. And the demand for immune boosting supplements like vitamin C has been tremendous. You can imagine that this demand has really gone beyond expectations. And people ordering online, that too has really multiplied by leaps and bounds. And if a company is not prepared for this digital transformation, they'll be left behind. And fortunately, we have everything in place running flawlessly. Okay. And we're into the skincare, artistry, anti-aging, toothpaste, home care. And what you can see there in the corner is the #1 water filter system in the world. It's called eSpring. It's like space age technology to filter your water. So we're thinking of ways to clean everything: water, hands, yourself, your home. And please, if you're looking for a water filter, I would say now that there's a special promo for 12 months without interest payment, credit card. Excess is an energy drink. It has B vitamins, no calories, no carbs, and it's just a delicious drink that perks you up like a cup of coffee. So this is what the Philippine website looks like. And you will see, if you try to look at amway.com.ph, you're going to see all SRP prices, because suggested retail, because you are not an ABO. You do not have an ABO number. So you have to get an ABO number, which costs 1,000 pesos. It's a very small amount, considering too that you can use that 1,000 as a gift certificate to buy something worth 1,000, like Daily or Omega. And check the website out and get a membership, because even if you're just eager to shop, that's fine. You don't need to get involved in the business. But if you want to learn how to switch, share, and duplicate, by all means, we can show you how to do that. And this is the US website. The US website has so many products. They just launched N by Nutrilite, which is a vitamin line. That's what you can see, geared for the millennial. It's like gummy bears, very colorful and very healthy. The purpose of supplementation is really to prevent disease, not cure disease. The best way to face disease, to handle disease, dear friends, is not to have it in the first place. So prevention. And North America is partnered with so many other stores, as you can see. They have partnering. Of course, you can go to Home Depot, but you can also shop online and get points. And as you can see, these are all the countries that Amway operates. And none of these countries, none of them has ever opened and closed down. All are thriving. Okay. Look at some of the countries there, just so many. Okay. Network 21 provides personal mentorship, mobile app learning, and dynamic events, all online. So by listening to audios, by attending events online, by meetings that Network 21 does online, you can actually learn step by step. It's like being mentored. It's like being held by the hand. And you can see that Network 21 is led by David Dornan, who is the son of the founders, Jim and Nancy Dornan, and they're based in Atlanta, Georgia. The thing about Network 21 is what you learn is not just for Amway. What you learn is how to be successful in life. So you can apply what you learn in all areas of life. Imagine that. And get equipped, because Network 21 is a special promotion. You can get back to the person who invited you. And if you get an Amway IBO number, you can actually register for a 30-day trial of the N21 mobile app, which is packed with stories and training and information and inspiration. And if you listen to 2 to 3 audios a day, every day for a week, I guarantee you this, your mind will expand to a new dimension. It will never go back to its original size. Even today, after 24 years, I am still so excitedly listening to audios, and I listened to 2 today, and I attended a Network 21 conference online, live streaming from Australia. So I'm pumped. I learned a lot of things today again. So for the Philippines, let me invite you to the event of the month, which is called the N21 Mobile Connect. And this is going to be a live stream. It's going to feature a doctor, ophthalmologist, Alan, and his wife, Myra. They're emeralds. Boy, you're going to learn a lot. They're very dynamic. It's going to feature also speakers from Davao, June and Merlin Samantilla. They're diamonds. What's a diamond? Multiply emerald 2 times. That's a diamond. And double diamond from Australia, Gad, Amgad, and Melissa Gabriel. Very passionate speakers. I always learn so much from them. So block off your September 26th, Saturday to 1 to 3. It is information. It's valuable information that you will need so that you can get your goals, to achieve what you're trying, what you're dreaming about. Okay, there is a cost. It's like $450 for that, but that's information and education. And next steps, you can register for 1,000. You can do it yourself online. It's quite simple. You just need a few things. You need a government issued ID, and you'll be briefed about that. And you can listen to the Network 21 mobile app and expand your thinking. And number 3, start up, get an appointment with your friend, ask all the questions, ask about how do I get registered to 1,000? How do I listen to this? And you do this one-on-one in Zoom. Now, I thought there was like a summary. So that's the end. I just want to end with a video, because I purposely left out something which is something very exciting. When you reach 21%, you don't just make the money. You begin to qualify for all expense paid international trips for 2. So it's for 2. Even if one person is the only active one, it's for a couple. Now, I have been traveling all over the world on free trips since 1997. And I know you guys, you can save for your trips. It's going to come from your savings and all, and you can afford to do that. Or you can build a 21% business and qualify and not spend 1 cent of your own money. I encourage you to get more information. I encourage you to build your dreams and goals, and instead of shrinking them down to your income, why don't we teach you to increase your income so you can keep your dreams and goals? So I'm going to end by sharing with you our latest trip right before the pandemic started. This is a group of Filipinos, all expenses paid, in the beautiful city of Dubai. And the next trip is Hawaii, and it's scheduled for June. So we're praying that we'll be able to travel, and we're totally looking forward to this. Very, very excited, not just because we see the beaches of the world, we see the tourist spots of the world, but because we can bring Filipinos along with us. Thank you so much. And I look forward to meeting you again in our next Zoom meeting and hopefully in person very soon. Back to you, Alex. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Olive, for that wonderful and awesome presentation. No? Grabe with that video in the end. Yeah. Sorry, there might be something wrong in my webcam. I only see black. You can call me Blackman for tonight. But anyway, okay, yeah, it's still black. Anyway, that's okay. That's totally fine. I have a question for tonight, particular for the leaders. Is there any like recommendation or hot few tips that you can give to people who are starting in the business? You can go in the chat box for that. Like a hot tip, something you can suggest to people who are just starting in or who just recently joined. Yeah, Tito said get a coach. Wow, that's awesome. That's really awesome. And for me, for my personal experience, Ariel said get started. Listen to the audios. Totally agree to you guys. For us, me and my wife, the first things that we did is we listened to the audios, and of course we get back to the friend who invited us, and why not sign up and investigate this thing? I mean, from the inside and see really from the people who are doing it and who are succeeding from it. Yeah, wow, there's a lot of chat. Attend life-changing events. Get educated. Of course, that's really important. Particular for tonight, no, we can maximize the time we got from pandemic. Yeah. Now, you might be wondering, guys, if there are people succeeding in this project. Now, we call on some of them, not all of them, because if it's all of them, maybe we can finish this up like 3 p.m. tomorrow. So tonight we'll just call in a few. So for the first one, we call on Mr. Ian Adela, all the way from Cebu. Ian?
Hi, Alex. Good evening.
Hi, Ian.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ayan Nadella. I'm based here in Cebu, and I'm really grateful about for this program. By the way, thank you very much, Olive, for that very clear presentation. I learned a lot. There were a lot of perspectives that I got from your talk tonight. And yeah, I think the great thing about this program that we have with Amway, Network 21, and the CCG team is that it's a holistic program. It develops all aspects of our lives. As for my case, I'm really grateful for this program because it has really helped me a lot in terms of my work before as a corporate executive and in terms of my relationship with my family. And I'm very passionate about this program because I'm sure all of us who are here tonight and a lot of other people who are not yet here tonight will greatly benefit from the programs that we have. So I'd like to encourage everyone just to keep coming back to our 8 p.m. habit and continue inviting more and more people to our webinars. So thank you, Alex.
Right. Thank you, Ian Adela, all the way from Cebu. No? Next one, we call on Mr. Ariel Dries.
Hi, good evening. I'm Ariel Dries. I'm doing this business with my wife, Ambek. When we saw this, we were among the youngest managers in a company called Motorola, and when we started this, we were happily employed. I don't know if you can relate to that. We even like our bosses. However, when the boss of my boss retired one day, I started to ask myself, wouldn't it be nice to retire not in my 60s but in my 40s? And the rest was history. When this business came along, we just tried it out. I had a lot of questions, and we went to meetings, we signed up, we listened to audio materials, and things started to fall into place. All my questions started to be answered. But the most important thing is answering the question, what is my dream? Okay, when we started to ask that question, why are we doing this? It doesn't matter what the obstacles are. We found a way around it. For 2 years, we were trying it out. On the third year, we figured it out. We went 21% platinum, yung sinasabi ni Olive. And by the way, when I saw the business, it was Olive who presented this to us and became our mentor with Ernie. 2006, we qualified Diamond, and 2000, my wife resigned from her job as an HR manager in Motorola. 2006, we qualified Diamond. I continued to work, so you can do this part-time. And 2008, 2009, I went into consulting, and I sort of fired the boss. Right now, I'm doing the best. I'm doing what I do, what I love doing, and at the same time having a diamond business. Now, I don't know what you want. If you want options, if you want to be able to start a business without quitting what you're doing, this is the business for you. I really invite you to attend some of the meetings, and I would love you to join us in the live stream. The live stream will change your perspective. Amgad and Melissa will be speaking from their heart and their experience. With that, maraming salamat po. God bless.
Thank you, Sir Ariel, for that message, and also to Ian. Kudos to you guys. We have another speaker for tonight. Well, he is actually the co-founder of CCG Philippines, Ryan Fernandez.
Thanks so much, Alex. And hi, everyone. I hope you're having a peaceful Sunday evening wherever you are. My name is Ryan Fernandez, and I'm the son, actually. I'm the co-founder of CCG. I'm actually a second-generation business owner. That just means that once upon a time, my mom and my dad actually built this business here in the Philippines. That was back in 1997. I was still in school, obviously. But then after university, when I began to work, I was a photographer for some magazines. I began to wonder, doing what I was doing, which was trading my active time for income, and chasing after clients and competing with others and many of the challenges of a self-employed professional, doing what I was doing, could I be certain that I could have stable income, that even if I could not show up for work or something else in life happened, I could have constant ongoing income and not worry about finances or health or lack of time and many of the other things that were stressing me out. And I firmly answered no. Doing what I was doing, I couldn't have those things. So I began to explore, I began to look. And I tried my hand in different other businesses with other friends, lost some money along the way. Some of you might relate to that. But then my mom and my dad said, you know what, why don't you take a look at the Amway business, the Amway opportunity? I had seen them succeed in the business, but I had always thought that you had to be a certain kind of person to achieve. And maybe some of you feel the same way as well. Maybe like me, you're thinking, maybe you have to be good with sales or need to be good with talking to people, or uh, you're enjoying, you like the idea of recruiting others, or many of those wild ideas which I was entertaining. And my mistake was talking to random people, going on Google and just pulling out from thin air random ideas and comments. And that was a big mistake on my part. What I decided then was to actually check out some professional events. I decided that, you know what, if I needed direction, if I wanted to get my facts straight, I needed to talk to experts. And if you're in the fields of medicine or IT or engineering, or you're in the academe or many other fields, if you wanted to be successful in what you did, what you do, wouldn't you talk to the experts as well, not the dropouts? So that's what I decided. And my turning point was actually by attending a live conference. This was actually something that had like thousands of people, which we can't do today. But for me, when I saw the successful people and I found people who were like me, I was in my 20s, who were building the business, who were enjoying the results, who had the ability to design their life, then it was just a matter of making the simple decision of getting started. And you can do that tonight. You can begin your own journey, your own research. And that could start with talking to your friend afterwards. We're going to have a little breakout room so you can chat in a smaller group, more intimate. Or you can also check out what's happening on September 26th, which is going to be the equivalent of, for me, what I attended before. And I'm so grateful that I did that. I found out that despite my shyness and my limitations as someone in my 20s then, and no background in this kind of industry, I found out there was a system for building it. And many of the problems that I had in my imagination were either solved by the Network 21 system or by working with a team. And you can ask those questions if you're concerned as well with your friend. They could be the expert, or they could be connected with an expert who can guide you. And today I'm so grateful. Didn't expect this business to perform the way it has during the lockdown, when many other traditional businesses have shut down or scaled down or have let go of their employees. We don't have that problem. We can grow our business as big and as fast as we want, as you want. And you don't have to wait for somebody else to do that for you, or to tell you what to do, or have a boss. So at the end of the day, what I saw here was the opportunity for ownership. And to be in control today is, for me, absolutely precious. And so many other things I can talk about, the travel. I was there in Dubai as well, and the income, but we won't have time to talk about that. Join us, on the 26th, and we'd love to come and learn together and celebrate. You'll meet some successful people there as well. And we're just happy to have you tonight, and welcome you to our Syzygy family get-together. So with that, back to you, Alex.
Thank you so much, Ryan, for that message. Yeah. I think my video worked now. Wow. Habol siya. Well, anyway, we will have a breakout room now after this a while. But let me promote you first our next events. One is, of course, our N21 Mobile Connect. Not this poster, the other one, I think. Happening this September 26th. It will actually be live streamed, 4 countries: Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Singapore. And tomorrow, we will also have another session, a more of a detailed discussion regarding the project. So I suggest you go back to your friend who invited you tonight, or better yet, join the breakout room and ask them, what do I need to do to qualify for the new ABO orientation tomorrow? This is the same time, 8 p.m. This is Zoom ID, it's projected there. And you may also ask the link to the people who invited you. And yeah, that's all for tonight. So we will see you in the breakout room in a bit.